Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? I hope you all had a wonderful Holi and a colorful Holi as well. I did not play Holi this time because I had to go to office anyway. Okay, so this is really one of the most requested video in my channel because I have been receiving so many mails, so many comments where people wanted to know about publishing. They wanted to know more about publishing as in general, whether self-publishing or traditional publishing, and like among all the mails which I have received, like at least one or the two mails were always related to publishing. So I thought I really need to make one separate video where I'm going to talk everything about publishing that one needs to know in order to publish a book. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get straight to the video. So there are two types of publishing. Okay, so first is traditional publishing, second is self-publishing. So traditional publishing is the one in which you do not have to pay anything. You just need to submit your manuscript to the publishing organization, and if they like it, they are going to publish it for free. And everything that goes on into publishing, editing, proofreading, marketing, distribution and selling is all going to be their responsibility. You don't have to pay a single penny. That is traditional publishing. Now the second is self-publishing. From the name itself we can understand this is something where we have to submit our manuscripts to the publishing organization, and we have to pay certain amount in order to avail the services which that particular organization is going to provide us. Now when we are going for self-organized, like self-publishing, we are giving our own money to them. So naturally they will be having certain package system. So there is usually something called a starter package, which is like the lowest package. So in that particular package, the services which they cover are usually just printing it and just distribution, that is selling, that's it. They won't look into the marketing or editing or proofreading part. These are basically the services which are present under the starter package. So just above the starter package is the medium, like the intermediate level package. Now in the intermediate level package, along with your printing and distribution, they may also do little bit of marketing. Now marketing, it might be they may create a website for you or a blog post for you. They may even create a video, like a trailer video for your book, or they can also organize for author interviews where they may interview you by someone. So these are some of the promotional activities which might be covered under the intermediate package. Now the best package, which is like the highest package, that is definitely going to cover a lot of services. So you can understand that if you're paying more, the services you're going to get is definitely more. Now apart from that, there is another system which is present in self-publishing companies, which is like, suppose I have taken the starter package and it cost me just suppose 3,000, and I just got some services like just printing and publishing and just making it available on online sites. Now apart from that, if I wish to do something extra, like I want myself to be interviewed by some reviewer, or I want my book to be reviewed separately by some good and like notified reviewers, or I want to have a separate blog post or a separate website on my name, I can pay for those services individually. So rather than going for the intermediate package or the highest package, I can just take a basic starter package and can just pay for the additional services which I need separately. So if I need an interview, I can just pay for the interview part, and if I want a separate website on my name, I can just pay for the website part. So like that. So I would suggest the starter package for the ones who are just starting out their career as a self-published author, because when I published my books, I also started with basic package, because obviously at that time I was just a student. I did not have enough, I did not have any income. Whatever publishing I did, it was all out of my savings, so I went for the starter package. And now as days went by, I started availing the extra packages, like the extra services which they provide for paying some, by paying some extra amount. So that is something which is a really good option for the ones who are just starting out in their field of publishing journey. So this is like the basic difference between traditional and self-publishing, the difference. Now also a lot of people have been asking me questions about the best publishing houses, whether in traditional or in self-publishing, in both. So definitely, without a doubt, if I talk about traditional publishing houses, the best has to be Penguin Publishers. I think we all know all the books which we read, like the great novels, whether it's the like Durjoy Datta's novels or if it's a Ravinder Singh's novels, they most of the time they come from Penguin Publishers. So you can really have an idea how good their standard is. So definitely, if you want to go for traditional publishing, Penguin is the best. So all you need to do is you'll need to submit your manuscript to their site, and if they like it, they will reply you back. But you need to have a lot of patience, because Penguin publishers usually take a lot of time to reply back. So you have to be very sure that your manuscript is like the best of the best in order to get a reply from them in a certain amount of time. So under Penguin, there is a self-publishing company as well, which is Partridge Publishing. So what Penguin really normally suggests is that if you have submitted a manuscript to them and they somehow did not like it so much, then they would just reply back to you saying that you can avail for the self-publishing services under Partridge Publishing, which is, by the way, a wing under Penguin but self-publishing. So I think I'm able to clear the basic difference between Penguin and Partridge. So Partridge is a part of Penguin itself, but Penguin is the traditional and Partridge is the self-publishing wing of Penguin. Okay, so now comes to self-publishing companies. So among self-publishing platforms, I have to say the best one is definitely, at present, the trending one is Notion Press. That is definitely one, like number one in self-publishing. And also, if you're going for Notion Press, you really need to have a great budget, because not a great budget, you really need to have a good budget. So if you are just starting on your career, or if you're a student, or if you're just a beginner, you really need to do a bit of investment to start with Notion Press. Apart from Notion Press, there are definitely many other publishing organizations which will also provide you the same services. Maybe you need to do some hard work for the promotion and marketing part, but they will provide you the same services. Like, I published my first book, Penning Expressions, under Education, and the second book, that is Prism of Thoughts, under Evans Pub. So I got the same kind of services from both of them. It's just that the marketing part and everything I am doing, but apart from that, all the services, they have done it a really good job, I would say. And also there are other publishing houses like Half Baked Beans. Like, these are the several self-publishing options to opt for. But the best of the best in traditional is definitely Penguin, and in self-publishing, Notion Press. Okay, now the third doubt a lot of people had was that, so I've already cleared the doubt about the packages to select. Now there is another thing called AMC, annual maintenance cost. I have talked about annual maintenance cost in brief in one of my videos, whose description I'm going to link below. In that description I'm going to provide the link. Do check that out. So once you're contacting a self-publishing company, there are a few questions which you need to ask them, and there are certain points which you must be very much sure about before you're going to make the payment. So before you have done the entire payment, be sure to ask the questions. I have linked in that the description box about the video, which you'll need to check, so that you all are very much aware of the company and everything, and so that you all don't face any trouble or problem in the future, because it's a money matter if you're going for self-publishing. Now everything is done. In self-publishing we are giving money, and in traditional we are not paying any money, right? Now there is another thing called self-publishing but without paying any money. So how can that happen? So there is this site called CreateSpace from Amazon Kindle, where you can just upload your entire manuscript, do your own cover designing, do your own editing, proofreading and everything, and just make it available online in Amazon Kindle. That is what is also another form of self-publishing, and it's for free. So that is only available for ebook version. So in that, definitely, because you are uploading the manuscript, so it is only available in ebook. You won't be having a paperback on that. So CreateSpace is something which I used for my very first novel, that is An Unexpected Love Story. So what I did for that is I had the entire manuscript ready, so I just uploaded it on CreateSpace, and there you just need to browse and navigate through the options, because it's a very simplified site. You all need to upload the manuscript, then you all can do the editing, proofreading, cover designing, everything. You can just get all the options in that site, CreateSpace. And once all these works are done, your book will automatically become live on Amazon Kindle. So I think this is one of a really best option. That is why I kept it at the last, because this is something which is self-publishing and also for free. So you don't really need a validation from a traditional company to say you that your book is worthy to be published, because you can do that for yourself, and that too for free. So definitely check out CreateSpace option as well. So as of now, in this particular video, I have just talked about the 3 basic points which one needs to keep in mind. That is the difference in the traditional and self-publishing, some of the best names of the company under these, some of the questions one needs to ask. That video is a separate one which I have linked, and also what are some of the things which you all need to know, and also about the self-publishing for free in CreateSpace. So this was a much requested video because, as I already mentioned, because most of you all writers who are just beginning with their careers of self-publishing have so many doubts related to publishing, and because it's a lot of times it's an investment as well which is involved if you all are not going for traditional, if you all don't want to have that waiting period or not so sure if they are going to accept or not, you all just want to start about. I know a lot of question comes to one's mind. So I think this video will be helpful. I really hope this video will be helpful in throwing some light to all those doubts. If not, definitely mail me, comment below, and will definitely try to search more and more on those questions, on those doubts. If I know it already, I can just mail back right away, or I can just do a bit more research and make more and more useful videos on that. That's all for this particular video. I will soon be coming up with another video where I would be talking about some of the promotioning campaigns which you can do for promotion of your books. Since I did not do a lot of promotioning campaigns, but I have just started about with my second book, that is Prism of Thoughts. So I'm going to make another video where I will be talking and sharing some insight about several promotioning campaigns which we can carry about for our books. So definitely stay tuned for that one as well. And that's it. So bye. I won't make it too long. It has already been too much long. Okay, bye. So stay tuned, stay happy, and stay blessed, and keep reading, keep writing, and be happy.